Once there was a Pharaoh, a king of Egypt, who had made the Israelites become slaves. The Israelites were God's special people, but there were so many of them, he was worried that they would be too strong to control. So the Pharaoh commanded, "Every time an Israelite boy is born, you must kill him." One Israelite woman gave birth to a son, but she thought he was special and wanted to protect him. She made a basket of reeds and put the baby in the basket. Then she floated the basket among the tall grass at the edge of the Nile River. The baby's sister stood a short distance away. She wanted to see what would happen to him. Then the daughter of Pharaoh came to the river. She saw the basket in the tall grass, so she sent her slave girl to get it. Pharaoh's daughter found a baby boy inside, and she felt sorry for him. She said, "This is one of the Israelite babies." Then the baby's sister asked Pharaoh's daughter, "Would you like me to find an Israelite woman to look after the baby for you?" Pharaoh's daughter said, "Yes, please." So the girl went and got the baby's own mother. The baby's real mother cared for him until the child had grown older. Then Pharaoh's daughter adopted the baby as her own son, and she named him Moses. Moses grew and became a man. One day, he visited his people, the Israelites. He saw an Egyptian beating an Israelite, and Moses became angry and killed the Egyptian. Moses ran away from Egypt. Years went by, and the Israelites groaned because they were forced to work very hard. They cried for help, and the Lord heard them. God saw the troubles of the Israelites, and He was concerned about them. Moses was taking care of some sheep near his new home when God appeared to Moses in flames of fire coming out of a bush. Moses saw that the bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. God said, "I have seen the troubles my people have suffered in Egypt. I'm concerned about their pain and will save them from the Egyptians. So now I'm sending you to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. Take your walking stick with you. Use it to do my miracles. Your brother Aaron will help you." Moses and Aaron went to the Pharaoh. They said, "The God of Israel says, 'Let my people go.'" Aaron threw his walking stick down in front of Pharaoh, and it became a snake. But with their tricks, the Egyptian magicians were able to do the same thing. Their sticks became snakes also, but then Aaron's stick swallowed theirs. Pharaoh didn't want to let the Israelites go. So Moses and Aaron did as God commanded. Aaron raised his walking stick and struck the water in the Nile River, and all the water in the river changed into blood. The fish died, and the river began to stink, so the Egyptians could not drink water from it. Pharaoh still didn't want to let the Israelites go. So God sent more miracles so the Egyptians could see His power and to punish them for keeping the Israelites as slaves. Frogs came from the river and into the Egyptians' houses, into their beds and kitchens. Then God sent many gnats, and then flies, then a disease that killed the animals of the Egyptians. Still Pharaoh would not let the Israelites go. Then God gave the Egyptians painful sores on their bodies. Then a hailstorm destroyed everything in the fields. Then God brought locusts into Egypt that ate any plant that had survived the hail. Then God made it dark for 3 days. The darkness was so thick they could feel it. Pharaoh still refused to let the Israelites go. So, God had one last punishment for the Egyptians, where every firstborn son in the land of Egypt would die, including the first son of Pharaoh. That night, Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron. Pharaoh was so sad that he said, "Get up and leave my people. The Israelites may go." The Israelites left Egypt and went into the desert. God showed them the way, and soon they were camped beside the Red Sea. Once the Israelites had gone, Pharaoh changed his mind and said, "What have we done? We have let the Israelites leave. We've lost our slaves." So Pharaoh prepared his war chariots and took his army to catch them again. The Israelites saw the army coming after them. They were very frightened and cried to God for help. But Moses answered, "Don't be afraid. See God save you today. The Lord will fight for you." Moses did as God asked him and held his hand over the Red Sea. All that night, God pushed back the sea with a strong wind. The water was split, and the Israelites went through the sea on dry land. A wall of water was on both sides. The Egyptian army followed them into the sea. But God caused them to panic and made their chariots get stuck. Moses raised his hand over the sea again, and the water became deep again. The Egyptians were swept away into the sea. The Israelites saw the great power that God had used against the Egyptians. They praised the Lord. They trusted God and his servant Moses. Moses and Aaron were faithful to God and did what God asked them to do. But we can also see that God was faithful to his special people and saved them from a bad life. If we love and obey God, then we are his special people too, and he will take care of us like he did for the Israelites. When we believe in God, we can be safe and have rest because of his promise to us.